For the last 4 years, the Washington Institute has honored scholar-statesmen who have demonstrated extraordinary vision and courage throughout their careers. Tonight, we continue that tradition. Today, the Middle East is poised for change. From Morocco to Yemen, the people of the region clamor for democracy, freedom, and the chance for a new life. Our honorees are symbols of that yearning. Throughout their lives, Naathán Sharansky and الدين Ibrahim have led the charge for freedom. They share a story of struggle against oppression, a story of great personal sacrifice, of vindication, and of work still to be done. They fought not only for their own rights, but for the rights of all peoples. They are the founders of movements, reluctant icons, the inspiration for others who struggled with them and after them, and they were, throughout, willing to brave the consequences.
If you believe in something, if you're a true believer, then you have to be prepared to take some risks.
I was haunted, I was arrested sometimes, persecuted in different forms.
For their courage, both felt the crushing weight of tyranny, the betrayal of justice systems that condemned them for fabricated crimes and dispatched them to the torment of prison.
Let's make an example of him, and let's drive home to all other academics and journalists and thinkers in Egypt that there is a price that would be paid if you run afoul of the will of the Mubarak government.
Undaunted, and with the steadfast and formidable efforts of their families, they brought international pressure to bear on their oppressors, and they eventually prevailed in securing their freedom and the freedom of millions who supported their quest for change.
I think of the sight of Naathán Sharansky, still in the dominion of his KGB captors, zigzagging his way across the tarmac after they ordered him to walk a straight line.
Anatoly Sharansky has fought heroically and showed that you can arrest a body, you cannot put in prison a spirit.
They emerged from prison stronger, more determined opponents of autocracy, more resolute believers in the power of freedom to change lives and build peace. Together they have raised their voices, seeing in their movements a convergence across the decades and across differences of culture and politics.
And if we add our fight to your fight, then I am assured that we must prevail, and we will prevail.
These men have given much, and they remind us of the work still to be done, and of our common role in the pursuit of freedom for all people, in the as-yet unfulfilled mission to bring peace within nations and between nations.
We should think about Saad in his prison cell, and remember that it's our obligation every day that we go forth, whatever our job, wherever we live, whatever we believe, make sure that we hold dear the rule of law here and around the world.
Today, as our hopes for peace and democracy and a culture of tolerance in the Middle East remain clouded by violence and repression, we look to the examples of these two courageous men. They experienced the darkest of days, but never lost faith in the power to change lives and open the doors to freedom. Today, they continue to believe that democracy and peace will eventually prevail in the Middle East. They are an inspiration. We are honored to pay tribute to their work this evening.